Let's see what we got today. Jennifer Sexton Cruz eBay Thrifters Camp. I am shaking mad. I sold a vintage train set. Buyer claimed the train did not work. She wanted me to file a USPS claim. I would not because I did not believe UPS damaged it. I told her to return it. She did, but it is missing train. She's missing the train, 6 characters and 3 other pieces. I searched her ID on Google and she shows up on bad buyers list dating back from 2015. What do you think eBay is going to do about this? What do you think eBay is going to do about this? I have an idea what eBay is going to do about this. It's called the big N, nothing. Because you know why eBay always sides with the buyers. And I got a message over here from my good friend Rob, well, my YouTube friend. Let's see what he's got to say. You know, here's how my day, here's how my morning starts off. It's 11 a.m. over here on the East Coast. Okay, I'm on the East Coast in New York. I got my laptop over there, which you probably can't see because you're seeing my view on my desktop here. I got these 2 items that I sent the buyers, 3 on this one and 2 on this one, to please make payment. If not, you know, I'd like to relist it and put them up for sale again. I really don't know why. I have nothing against the buyers, but why do you make purchases you do to buy it now and you don't pay for it now? I want to get them out of here. Anyway, we'll put those to the side because that's something else, another issue. I got a message from Rob. Let's see here. Let's on my iPad over here. Let's see what he's got to say.
Right, that's another day in the YouTube books. Let's check my analytics. What's this? Studio Bet. Don't like church.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch that there. But I'm going to have to pause this for a second, though, because like I said, I got things to do over here. I want to message.
In the last couple of
Hold
weeks
on here, Rob.
when you go to check your
I want to.
they look a little different to...
If you guys don't know, check out Rob on vidIQ. He's really good. He comes on daily. He keeps, you know, from what I see, it's always daily. He always got new information and content. But I'm looking at my over here, my laptop here. Let's see. You can't see it right now. Let me just loosen my camera here. You can see it here. You can't really see it. But I got my laptop here with my eBay listings, and they're not doing anything right now. I mean, I'm scrolling down here. This is how my day. This is how my morning consists of, folks. I check out my. I leave my iPad here. I got my iPhone on, but I turned it off right now because, like I said, I got too many things going on here. And like I said, and then I got to deal with stuff like this. Now, this person here that said, you know, is regards to the scam. See, even now I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing here. Here's another one. Let's see what somebody wrote here. I like to read the comments. There's a total of 35 comments. This person, right, Carol L. wrote, well, dealing with eBay in the past, like I have similar situations, they knew nothing but side with the buyer. Now, I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing. I just read the top part. Here's another one. Side with the scammers as always. Here's another one. It's the last one because they got 36 comments. I'm not going to read all 3 of them. I always pretend that I'm a large company with the different departments and write a letter explaining that I have forwarded the case to our fraud department, who may contact her directly by their eBay registered contact number and file a case with them. And then it says see more over here. Okay, and then it goes on to say here, file a case with them, the United States Postal Inspection Service, and or contact the local police department. Typically include the name of their local police as well as the state police and so on and so forth. Now this is on my Facebook page. This is on the one I got there, the social media one. You know, I said this before in my other videos, folks. When it comes to selling items on eBay, it may work, and then again it may not. That's the advice I'm giving you. It's totally up to you whether you want to take it or not. If you have something that has multiple pieces like that, whether it be 5 pieces, 10 pieces, 20, whatever it is, take a photo of it. Take that initial step. Take a photo of it, right? Of all the pieces laid out. If you have to put not saying put markers on it, but you could do a video like I'm doing now, and you could count out 1, 2, whatever it is. If it's 6 pieces, and you could actually do a video like that, right? If you want, or just take a photo of it, right? of the items that the total piece count. The other piece of advice I want to give you guys is when you're sending something like that, I don't know how much this item cost that this person sent out. I'm going to respond on my Facebook page because, like I said, I want to, let them, I want to respond to it. I want to give my little 2 cents in there on what I would do. But here's my suggestion with that. If you're going to sell something, have a set price. Anything over $100, use signature delivery with the U.S. Postal Service. I use them exclusively. I love the Postal Service. There's a lot of people out there that may beg the difference. Say, I hate the Postal Service. I don't like them. I love them. Okay? Now, a lot of people may have a love-hate relationship with the Postal Service. I don't. Okay? They've been good to me. I haven't had no problem with them. Thank God, knock on wood. What I would do is, in a situation like that, be it jewelry, watches, laptops, anything over $100, if you want to keep it that way, send it with signature delivery confirmation. You're going to have, if it's something that's broken or whatever, or not broken, if you think it's going to get, if it's something that's valuable, and if it is, let's say it does get broken during delivery, put insurance on it. Insurance is not that expensive. It depends. Like I know, like for example, if you use a priority mail, the standard one, the standard service, right? It's usually up to $50 they have it. Right? I think it's up to £1 or whatever it is. It's $50 insured and tracked. So you can do that, you don't have to pay any additional. Anything over the $50, you got to pay additional. Okay? But it's well worth it in the end, right? So what I would have done with this, if I was this person here, sending something like this. See, the more I read stuff like this, and this is just the first, this is one of many. It irks me because, and let me tell you something, folks. I mean, the reason why I want to expand on this a little, not to get too over into it, but the reason why it bothers me, folks, is because I've been reading too many stories, right, on my Facebook groups and other stories like on Down the Tech and all the other ones there, and other eBay community chat boards. People are saying they're getting scammed by buyers. They're saying they never received the item. Now, even though as an eBay seller, we sell things and you say, well, it's got tracking on it, it shows it's delivered. Yeah, it shows it's delivered, but look, a while back, I don't know how many videos back I did one on porch thieves, okay? And, let me take a list off. And the thing is, what that video was all about was people that are having items delivered, be it FedEx, UPS, the U.S. Postal Service, they leave packages on the steps, or whatever, on your porch, whatever. And if you live in a high traffic area, where like you're off on a main road or whatever, you got a lot of traffic going back and forth, someone is bound to see those packages sitting there and may get tempted to want to come up there and take them and run off with it, right? Now, unfortunately, I am in an area that's not so high traffic. So if a package gets delivered, there's always somebody here to pick it up, right? And thank God we haven't had any of these problems like that. But for all peace of mind and for all intents and purposes, folks, if you're going to sell items on eBay, and let's say this happened to you once or twice, I wouldn't even let it go 3 times, I would do is definitely send it with signature delivery confirmation, and people say, okay, what is so great about signature delivery confirmation? Plain and simple. Somebody has to sign for that, physically has to sign for it, okay? And the way I understand it, the Postal Service does not leave packages on your porch unless somebody, well, they ain't going to leave it there unless you just have your regular standard tracking that's provided by eBay, all right? So when people say, oh, they offer free tracking, that's good. Yeah, it's showing it's delivered. But here's the thing. Let's say, worst case scenario, the U.S. Postal Service, even though I love them, they deliver a package. This is without signature delivery confirmation, okay? This is with the standard delivery tracking that comes with, that's provided by eBay. Even though it's showing it's been delivered, and I've seen it happen. There was times I didn't get to get outside really quick to pick the package because I was doing something else around the house. The mailman would leave the package on the porch. Okay? If it's a little package, like a little envelope type of thing, it was sent with that delivery tracking, he would open the screen door or whatever and put it between the door and the house door, the regular door, small door, whatever. And you would get it that way. But here's the thing. Now, he delivers the package, okay, the Postal Service I'm talking about, or anybody, the UPS, FedEx, but we're not talking, right now we're talking about the U.S. Postal Service. They leave the package there, it shows, okay, it was delivered. Once he scans it in, that it's been delivered at your address, That's it. It's out of their hands. Okay? So what can happen? Okay, what can happen? He delivers it. He scans it. It's there. It's delivered. He does his job. He goes off to do the next houses. Okay? Now, somebody's walking down a block. They see your package. They pick it up. It's gone. So this is where there's a gray area. You say, well, how do I know if the buyer's lying? Maybe the buyer got it and said they never received it. Maybe the buyer didn't get it. Okay? You never know. There's things like that happen like that. Do yourself a favor. If you're going to sell something that's over $50, well, the thing is that with the insurance is one thing. Now, again, if it's tracked and insured, which it is, there's still a gray area with that there in the sense that it's nobody's not really signing for it. Okay, so even though it's tracked and insured, it depends how that works because they can, again, even though it's insured, the post office, you can say, well, they broke it. It may have not. It's been like this person here. They said it was broken, but the seller says it wasn't broken. Okay? So there's a little gray area with that. Do yourself a favor. Use signature delivery confirmation. Someone's got to physically sign for it. If you have a problem like that where the buyer said, and the buyer should not say it was never delivered, because who signed for it then? The invisible man? Somebody got to sign for that package. Folks, protect yourself. Okay, seriously, protect yourself when it comes to things like this. If you see it's going on like this, if you had an experience, or like in my case, thank God it didn't have that happen, the reason why I'm taking precaution is because I've heard too many stories like that. Buyers not receiving the item, the package never got delivered, they never received it. Even though it shows tracking, they say they never received it. It could be because of those reasons I just said. Maybe the letter carrier put it there at the house, and somebody came up, a porch deep, and took it, and that's it. Be gone with it. Okay, so sometimes you gotta look at it that way. You gotta look at both ways here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in defense of the buyer. Okay, I'm not trying to take their side, but at the same time, I try to use logic and try to figure out. Okay, this could happen, and it could happen. All right, so that's my take on it, folks. All right, if you're gonna have a situation like that, please, by all means, spend the extra money, pay it into your price, whatever, and most important, when you're doing your description, put in there on the bottom in bold red lettering, okay? Bold red lettering, saying to the buyer, attention buyer, this item is going to be delivered with signature delivery confirmation. If you want to even write out someone, well, the common sense will tell you, but you can say someone will need to be signed, someone will have to sign for this here. They're going to already get that idea. You don't have to do it if you don't want to, but this way, it gives them a little idea, if you get my drift, that, hey, this seller, it wants somebody to sign for that item, okay? Protect yourself, okay? Protect yourself. Pay that price, pay that additional cost in there. Have a little peace of mind. I do it when I was selling watches and jewelry. When I sold the laptop, I did that there. Now, you may want to, your threshold my threshold is over $100, but then again, said, well, wait a minute though, so if you're saying anything, so that means on the $100 and under, you're going to take a loss on it. Well, again, it depends what the item is, okay, and how much it is, all right? If something's selling for $5 or $10 or $15, it's still covered up to a $50 insurance. You say so, well, would you take a loss at that? I mean, I don't want to take, nobody wants to take any loss. 10, 15, 5, no, I don't want to take any loss on anything. But at the same time, if my threshold is, when it comes to where I'm going to apply the signature delivery confirmation, anything over $100 and up. Remember, the things you're going to do with it, if you're going to sell jewelry, watches, laptops, any type of electronic device that's over that price, sign for it. Let them sign for it, folks. You shouldn't have a problem. And if it did, and even with that, even with the signature delivery confirmation, even if you did have a problem like that, and you got the proof that somebody signed for it, as far as I'm concerned, I would think it'd be an open and shut case. Because all you got to tell eBay is say, hey, listen, it was delivered to that address. Somebody signed for it. It should be an open and shut case. There should be no qualm with it. eBay should just say, okay, that's it. We're in favor of the seller, the buyer, whatever you did with it, and that's it. As far as the parts missing, that's really crazy. Okay, that's terrible. I feel bad because now the lady got it back, or the person got it back, and that's missing parts. What are you going to do with it now? Okay, this is why, folks, with e-commerce, you got to protect yourself, and they're getting crazier and crazier as time goes on, pulling all these crazy scams. you got to really protect yourself, folks, when it comes to stuff like this here, really, okay? I mean, I'm not saying, you might say, well, that's not foolproof. In this world, nothing is foolproof. But I'm just trying to say, it should cut back on it. That's just a little word of advice. You guys do what you want with it. You know, it's up to you. Like I said, I share this information with you guys out there. I'm hoping you get a takeaway from it. I feel bad for that person, you know, and I'm going to respond to them right now, and I'm going to, you know, share my experiences as far as not with that part, but you know, I'm going to give them a little advice on what I would do. I don't know. Some people don't think about things like that. It's the little intricate things that people kind of sidestep, and those may be the little things that may protect you in the long run. Anyway, guys, this is Rich Pasini signing off. You'll be getting some more videos hopefully today, because I got some other things on my mind going on here. I got some other topics I want to talk about. But this one here, I just wanted to throw out there. I know it's not going to be a quick video, but I just wanted to share it with you guys. Protect yourself. Anyway, it's back to the brine. I got to go take care of this now. So I'll talk to you guys soon.